Hello everybody, this is Coach Joey Brockoff, and welcome to This Week in Slidell. Let's start off at the volleyball courts. The First Baptist Eagles had a good start to the week as they went up to Bogalusa and defeated the Lumberjacks 3-0. But then they dropped their games at Pearl River 3-0, and lost to Pine 3-2. They start district play this week when they travel to St. Mary's on Tuesday and host Lutheran on Thursday. The Salmon Spartans have a busy week this week. On Tuesday, they will travel to SSA for a district match. They then host Covington on Wednesday, and they have another district match on Thursday when they host the Lakeshore Titans. The Pope John Paul Lady Jaguars traveled up to Hammond on Monday, and they defeated St. Thomas Aquinas 3-0. Caleb Benedict led the way with 13 kills, 4 aces, and 1 block. Allie Tullis had 34 assists, also added 2 kills and 4 digs. Last Thursday, they hosted SSA and defeated them 3-1. This week, the Lady Jaguars only have one game when they will host Lakeshore on Wednesday. The Slidell Lady Tigers traveled up to Hammond High School on Tuesday and swept the Tornadoes 3-0. This week, they will travel to De La Salle on Tuesday, and on Thursday will be the volleyball game of the week, where Slidell will travel to North Shore to play the Lady Panthers. The Lady Panthers had a tough week this week as they dropped 2 games, losing to Fontainebleau 3-2, and then losing at Country Day 3-1. And now let's move on to the high school gridiron. The Pope John Paul Jaguars just crushed the Crescent City Pioneers 51-0. Blaze Rodriguez with 4 touchdown runs. Landron Guidry also with a touchdown run, and Nate Badman threw 1 touchdown pass to Gus Piazza. Jacob Arners also had a 60-yard interception return for a touchdown. This Friday, the Jaguars will host the St. Thomas Aquinas Falcons. Kickoff at 7 o'clock. Isaac Casnade rushed for 175 yards and 3 touchdowns. Cameron Dorsey also added 2 touchdown carries, and Jake Hogle picked up a fumble and returned it for a touchdown, but it was not enough as Madonna 35 defeated Salmon 37-28. The Spartans looked to rebound Friday night when they traveled to Lakeshore to take on the Titans. Kickoff at 7 p.m. The North Shore Panthers traveled to Ponchatoula, and in the first quarter, they gave up a 65-yard TD run, a 2-point conversion, and a safety, and were down 10-0. But in the third quarter, with just under a minute left, it was James Bridges taking in a 9-yard pass from Donovan Wildbacker to cut it to 10-6. And with just under 5 minutes to go in the game, it was again Wildbacker to Bridges, this time a 31-yard strike to put the Panthers up 13-10. This Friday night, the Panthers will host the Fontainebleau Bulldogs. The Slidell Tigers played the Mandeville Skippers last Thursday night at Covington High School, with Slidell coming away with a 13-10 victory. Luke Guidry had a 33-yard TD run to cut the Mandeville lead to 7-6 and down 10-6 in the fourth quarter. It was Travell Watts with a 15-yard run and Mia Decker with the extra point to give the Tigers the 13-10 victory. Next Friday night, the Tigers will host the Hammond Tornadoes. Kickoff at 7 p.m. And now on to junior high football action. It was the Clearwood Cougars defeated the Creekside Gators 46-8. Clearwood will host the Lee Road Rebels this Tuesday at 6:30. The Boyette Rebels And the St. Tammany Wildcats played in our junior high game of the week, and it was the Rebels defeating the Wildcats 20-16. Boyette will host the Mandeville Patriots this Thursday at 6:30. The Slidell Tigers defeated Madisonville 41-22. And they will play in the junior high game of the week this week when the St. Tammany Wildcats will play at Slidell High School. And that's all the action we got for this week. Remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and this is Coach Joey Brokoff, and I'll see you at the ballpark.